welcome back to the channel. This is Johnny Rides. This is a StayRiding garage, and we're gonna have some talk about the Dax125 setup, what I got going so far. So I was able to order from Honda basically a frame and a seat to start off with, and we did get some other stuff in here, but I had a lot of these parts kind of laying around, so kind of tested out some stuff. We have monkey shocks right there from like a 2020, I believe. I was able to pick up a swing arm from a 2020, which kind of matches the same kind of blue. So we started off good there. Monkey rear sets. I put some Grom shocks on here just to see what they look like. And it kind of lowers the bike a lot, actually. Like a lot. But yeah, that's kind of what we got going on. And I was able to throw on these rims that I usually use on my 300 for like show style stuff. It's basically powder coated with the Stacy's mom and white on the white walls. That's why it's kind of dirty, because the chain lube stuff. And then on the front, same thing. But we got the ruck forks set up, the low down ones, and then we have the Chimera blocks, the Grom adapters on top, and then just your stock triple that I had laying around too. So basically pieced it together. That's kind of what it looks like right now, just in like a stockish form so far. And with the ruck fork setup, you got a little bit of clearance to the fork, but it is to the bottom triple, but the forks are a lot stiffer, so that'll kind of help a little bit. As far as the lower part, it is pretty low to the ground already, but we're gonna work on some of that. So that's a pretty like basic setup, just the mock-up, just so I can kind of roll it around. And I wanted to piece this together because I didn't want to buy a whole bike just to take it apart and modify stuff that I'm doing anyway. So it was easier just to buy the frame, seat, start there, which I can get through StayRiding Garage and Honda. So made it pretty easy. The next step basically was to pick up a gas tank for it. So we got a brand new gas tank from Honda, specifically for the Dax, and we have all the mounting hardware, brackets, the cable, the rubber stoppers, I mean, you name it. We got it all for what we need, which is going to be to mount the seat, which is just kind of slapped on there, nothing in there, because we're going to do something special with the seat, of course, SRG style. We got to customize a lot of stuff, but yeah, we're going to go ahead and find out what goes where. I haven't researched anything yet, but it looks like it may be using like a pump from some kind of Honda, maybe possibly a 22 Grom or an SF. We're gonna check part numbers on it when we get a chance. Usually in Texas, the dealers are closed and the distributors are closed on like Sundays and Mondays for 2 days out of the week, so we'll be checking in on that. I did get a gas cap actually though, because it's not locking or anything, so I was able to pick up a gas cap. And like I said, all the brackets and hardware and stuff, all Thailand stuff, OEM Honda, all the nuts, bolts, rubber bushings for the tank, because the tank sits inside. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and put all this stuff on, kind of mock some more stuff up, maybe if we get time. I'm not sure. This is kind of like a mock-up project. I'm still deciding what to put right here. So if you have any suggestions, comment below. It is a 125 stock, but we obviously don't keep it stock at StayRiding Garage. So let me know what you kind of want to see or might think I have planned for it. As you can see, it's pretty low. So if I want to put something bigger, like a 300 swap, I'm gonna have to raise it back up and go with the monkey shocks or upgraded shocks, and then possibly like regular length forks or something. But I don't believe anybody's done that yet. I mean, I have all the stuff to do it. I just don't know if I want to go that route to swap it yet, because there's a couple more variables, especially with the intake elbow or the throttle body. Probably gonna have to cut something up there. We'll see. I might just do it just to mock it up in another episode. But for now, yeah, this is kind of what we got going on. Dax125. It is pretty low already. This whole setup, I can say, is going to be a lot lower with the custom seat we're putting on it, and it's going to look pretty cool. So I'm still trying to figure out what to do with this back end because we do have some clearance issues, as you can see. It looks pretty cool though, but we have to figure out what to do there. And on the front, we don't have any worries. I just kept that mocked up, but I have a brake disc and a brake setup for it already. Just depends on kind of what route we're going with overall. But I like the Dax setup. I was wanted one in this style, in the CT style, so we're gonna see what this looks like when I'm done with it. And in case you're wondering, we just have these kind of like mocked up there. It's pretty much like a 10mm bolt, it looks like. So you can pretty much use whatever kind of shocks. You would actually be able to measure them as long as it's like the double eyelet style. You can pretty much use almost whatever shock you want. I'm not sure what to do with that back part yet. I may have to cut that off, but I don't want to ruin this beautiful like blue that's on there with the sparkles. You can kind of see it in there. So I'm gonna figure out what to do with that little back part. I've seen some different options I can go with. But yeah, if you want to see more of this, just go ahead and subscribe to the channel. We're gonna be posting a lot more about this bike specifically and other bikes. So keep an eye on those episodes, and thanks for watching. So here we go. We got everything mounted up. We got the little bracket right here with the helmet hook, all the hardware and stuff in there. We got the tank mounted in there with the rubbers on the side of it. And you got a cool little gas cap, which I'm sure somebody will make some aftermarket options for. But here's the rest of the hardware that hold the tank up. We got the seat latch installed there too. So that's all good to go, and basically piecing together a Dax. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and keep ordering some parts that we would need and find out where everything would be tucked. You know, everything would be modified to make room for what we want to put in there. So subscribe, check it out. It'll be the Dax build basically. But I'm pretty sure with me, once I'm done with it, it's going to be changing colors and all kinds of stuff. So stay tuned for that.